Hello and welcome to On Time for Mom Time. And you're right on time. We are your hosts. I am Brittany Paulette.
And I am Stacy Lopez. We are so excited to welcome a new guest this week, Miss Kendall Pixler. Thank you for joining us today. Your title really is host and ambassador of the Mom Walk Collective Abilene. This is such a great community that we've kind of seen flourish, and you have grown it so much. So tell us what y'all do.
Okay, so first of all, the Mom Walk Collective was started by the founder, Jamie Easton, and it was an accident. She was on social media. She was in the midst of postpartum. She wanted some friends, posted about it, and she turned that into what it is now. And now it's in over 400 cities all over the world. I think the farthest being Australia.
Wow.
It's really growing, and and the mission is to help moms find their village. So something I'm very passionate about, and something that I'm grateful that I can give to Abilene in a way. So,
And I love that. Talk about, you aren't from Abilene originally, not far, being from Midland, but you yourself had your own kind of struggle of getting out of the house with your kids. Share some of that journey with us and how you got involved in this way.
Yeah. So my first child, I miscarried in 2020 in the middle of the pandemic in California, already kind of, locked in the house, and then you go through something traumatic, but you're still you can't go anywhere, you can't see anybody. And I think that kind of built into me having my son a year later, and still having that anxiety of the pandemic and also miscarriage. And when he was here, I was just anxious to take him into the world. So I didn't get out of the house for 6 months, and without my husband at least. So that's a really long time to not get out of the house by yourself.
Yeah.
I was very lonely. I didn't have the community. And fast forward, we moved to Abilene, a new place. Don't know anybody at all. Have to start over. And I get pregnant with my second. Same thing. Didn't get out of the house for maybe 4 or 5 months until I had a very close friend get me out. And once I took the first step out, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. And I was more confident doing it now with 2 kids versus how I felt with 1 kid. And just having someone to push me, someone to be there when I'm there, someone to help watch my kids and validate how I'm feeling in those moments really just changed it all. And it lined up perfectly with the Mom Walk mission. And I was kind of like, well, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can start it, even though I feel totally unqualified to do it. So
It's not true now that we've gotten to know you a little bit. But explain, you call yourself a type B person, and you like to be not the leader of the pack, but you are leading the Abilene Mom Pack.
Yeah, so I am naturally introverted. I type B. I am not organized until the last minute, until I have to be. So I don't necessarily check off the boxes for someone who would usually maybe host something like this. But something that I really enjoyed is walking, and something that I did every day with both of my children, with my husband, was go on walks. And once I was comfortable getting out of the house, one thing I felt like I could do was go on walks with them. They were in their wagon, they were contained, and I could still get out and walk. And I ended up meeting a few friends. There was a walk in Abilene. It was unrelated, but I invited a couple of friends to go to the walk. And then we got there, and the people that were in charge, they weren't there, which is fine. Mom life happens. And there was another mom there who was there for that walk too. So we all started walking, and we ended up turning that into a walk we were doing every Tuesday and Thursday. We kind of started our own little group. And then I know the VP of the Mom Walk Collective, and she was hosting a big walk in the Dallas area. It's actually my husband's childhood friend from California. And so I had that connection. Probably
meant to be, it sounds like.
And I wouldn't be confident enough to do it without her, because she was on speed dial. I'm I don't know, what do I do? What do I say? And she was just always there, and just having someone that I knew helped me feel like I could do it. So I ended up doing the Mom Walk. I was I'm already doing this Tuesdays and Thursdays. How about we just make it an official
official
title, and invite more moms, do more things, get more involved in the community.
And that's what I do want to talk about too. It's called the Mom Walk Collective, but as I've seen from your Instagram, you don't just do walking. You've done so many other events for these moms to get out there and meet other moms. So talk about that and just how much more it is than just walking together.
Definitely more than walking. Walking can be intimidating, I feel for mom, especially if you're newly postpartum and you haven't done much, for a few weeks. And
Trying to keep up is
Yeah.
stressful,
so
intimidating.
we do other events. And the cool thing is it's usually brought to me by the community, by other businesses, mom-owned businesses. We've done events with the Dive Spot, Beamer's Gym, and Dance Prep Academy. And they've all reached out, as well as other little businesses and everything, and foundations like Perinatal Care Foundation reached out. And it just gives us the opportunity to connect with the community, but also like offer a wide range of events for all moms that, don't necessarily require like a lot of physical movement. So the goal is just to like make it where everyone can come, from all moms, all stages, all ages, whatever that looks like for you.
I love that. This didn't exist when I started out my journey of motherhood here in Abilene. There was something similar called Fit for Mom Stroller Strides. So shout out to Britton Polk and Brittany Sewell, who were the leaders of the pack at that time. And it was such a great thing. It was a little bit more physical driven, of like fitness routine and them leading, of getting, your body back after postpartum, which I'm grateful for. But it did lead to those play dates and planned activities and fun things to do, and friendships. And I want to talk about the friendships more specifically, about that connection that you get from spending your time with these people. Specifically, even going back, you shared in a very vulnerable moment about your miscarriage, about this is a space where this happens to too many women, and this is an appropriate community to get that support, resources, things like that. I guess tell me a little bit about the makeup of our group here and having that support.
So I did miscarry in 2020, and I didn't know anybody who miscarried besides my mother, and she didn't talk about it much because it wasn't something to be talked about. And I think just until recently, I feel like it's more talked about now.
Yes,
probably with the help of social media. And like foundations, like Perinatal Care Foundations, who's making it not taboo. And but yeah, so the walks, these moms who don't know anybody in Abilene, because Abilene is a very short-term living spot for most families, I've learned, because you have military and there's other handful of jobs that are just on year contracts, 2-year contracts. So I'm sure moms are coming in not knowing anyone, and then they get to a walk hopefully, and then I'm able to military match them up, and oh, you miscarried, I miscarried too. Your child is high energy, mine is too. He's climbing the fence right now, and you're able to, and I hope it's a place where people feel seen, where moms feel seen, where they don't feel judged. Because I feel like there are times as mothers, as we go out, because I have a high energy child, he's very impulsive, and I feel like I'm apologizing a lot.
Same.
I know. Yes, we got to
I'll
be
raise
better
my
about
hand.
this, though.
I'll raise my hand. I have one.
I know, but we got to be kinder to ourselves and
Yes.
stop apologizing. There's a time and a place for apologies.
Yes.
But kids will be kids, and depending on the scenario or what is
Yeah.
going on. So, but I too also
Yeah.
say sorry a lot.
Yeah, and it's just a bad habit that we get into, and we
Yes.
apologize for our children being children, and the goal is for the mom walks, the mom events, to be a safe place where you come and your kids, no one's looking at them because they're high energy or because they're screaming at the top of their lungs or they're running around barefoot, and so yeah, we just want it to be a safe place where moms feel seen, heard, known, because I feel like it's really hard to feel that way until you are with a group of like-minded,
Yes.
same stage.
Safe space.
Yeah.
And you've grown a lot too in this space. I know you started out obviously not sure where this was going to go, but what do you think this says about moms and our need for community and how much, you have a lot of moms on your roster and that are coming to your group, and it's needed. So what do you think that says about your moms and how they really just have embraced this?
Yeah, so I was actually really surprised that Abilene already didn't have a mom walk like a official one like this.
Yeah.
Because there are so many families, and Abilene's such a family-oriented town. Because if you look at the Children's Illustrator events, you have 5 billion trunk or treats. Like families
Literally
are so,
5 billion.
catered to in Abilene, and so I was surprised that there wasn't something like that. So I definitely feel like it says that moms they need moms. We need
do,
moms.
yes.
We need someone to look at us and be like, hey, you're doing great.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Or
crazy.
here's the extra diaper you need.
Yeah.
Here's some wipes, what you
absolutely,
forgot,
yes.
a snack.
And it's beautiful. there are a lot of walks where your kid isn't even in their own stroller at some point. Like and I usually don't even have kids in my stroller because they're like with other
somebody else,
families
yeah.
because
Yes.
they feel loved and they feel seen. So not only are moms feeling seen and heard, kids are like creating community too, which can be like, I see a lot of people on Facebook groups being like, hey, my kid needs a play date. Hey,
Yes.
I
like
need
always
friends.
like,
Yeah.
we need friends. Like,
But
and,
that's share about your kiddos. I don't even think we got to your kiddos. If you want to talk about the ages of your
oh
kids,
my
and
kids. Yeah, so I have a son who's 4. His name is Banks. He's the one that was born in California. And then Beacon is 2. Banks just turned 4 this weekend, actually. So he's newly 4. Still acting still acting 3, Like he was really trying to get it out at the last minute too. But and then Beacon turned 2 in August. So yeah.
oh, and well, so speaking of them, I think that there are opportunities, or you look forward to your commitment and your plans with the other moms, but your kids probably know, oh, it's time to go to the Mom Walk Collective.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, my son every morning he asks, "What are we gonna do?" And I was like, "What do you want to do?" And he's like, "I want to go to a mom walk."
Oh,
Like,
that's so sweet.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, he loves the mom walk. He's like, all my friends, like, if you come to a mom walk, he'll be the one to be like, "Hey, thanks for coming." Like, he's like
Aw.
He's your little ambassador.
Yes, I
he's
love that.
extremely extroverted. Doesn't know a stranger. Ask everybody's names. Everyone's his
Love
friend,
it.
and
You're a good team.
yeah, he really balances me out. So
Yeah. And I do want to ask about that, just as a mom too, what this has done for your motherhood and maybe helped you step out of your comfort zone, and talk about that too, and what it's done for you as a mom.
yeah, so it definitely pushes me out of my comfort zone, and the Mom Walk Collective isn't like a faith-based. It's for everybody, for anybody. But for me, how I lead, I can't do it without my faith. And it definitely, like, as a person, makes me want to be better, just because I know that my capacity be filled if I want to be able to do these events and hopefully fill other people's cups as well. And yeah, like I said, I had a couple of friends up until January, a few friends, and but now, like, it's like I've been like extremely blessed. I have an abundance of friendships. Like, when we first moved here, my son's first birthday, we were like scrapping, trying to invite people to his party, and we didn't know who to invite because we just moved here. We didn't know anybody, so it was mainly just family and my husband's coworkers. And but his birthday party this last weekend, it was like so many kids just running around and so many friends and families just chatting because they know each other too because they're all from the Mom Walk. And yeah, it's just really cool that I can like be a small piece and maybe like someone meeting their best friend, like someone taking a deep breath for the first time they step out of the house, and it's definitely not in my strength, but I'm glad that I can be a tiny, tiny piece of maybe their story.
Yeah, and
You're
doing
making
it.
a big difference in the community and helping others who feel similar to you. And I think I was sharing before we got on the podcast today about a memory that popped up for me from my similar experience. And I texted the friend that I'm still friends with, that it was a decade ago that like we were holding our kids above our head as using them as weights even. But now I could never do that because my daughter is my size. So, but it's neat. Like it started there. Like we were strangers, now we're friends, obviously Facebook, and I moved away for a while, but it's that connection and you're building friendships. And for those that, whether they travel because of the military or stay in town and make Abilene home, which we hope most of them do, because this is a great place to raise a family. Yes, exactly. It's wonderful what you're doing.
And looking at your Instagram, it looks like you'll have a lot of events planned. And so
Oh, yes.
if there is a mom out there like looking at this and saying, hey, I want to join this community, I need friends, what's the best way to go about that? And like, what do you have coming up? You got a lot of stuff planned on your calendar.
Yeah, so the next event is actually on Halloween morning at Allen Ridge. Allen Ridge is one of my most like successful walks each time.
Great
People
place.
just love Allen Ridge. I was there this morning. Like, it's just so easy to contain the kids and everything. But so we're having a Halloween walk. We're gonna have a sponsor, Oroglow. You can look up information about her I tagged her on my Instagram calendar. And but yeah, we're gonna have a photographer out. The kids are gonna be in their costumes, maybe a couple of giveaways.
I love that.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's the next one. November is still in the works. Like I said, type B, so a little bit of a procrastinator. But yeah, November will be fun. I'm excited for the fall walks because we have been pushing through the summer heat. So
And now it's
Yeah,
finally
good for you
becoming
for-
fall.
Yes.
Does it cost anything though? Is there any input for that for moms?
So doesn't cost anything. However, there are events that if with sponsors that might be like $10, but there's always going to be at least 2 to 3 free events every month. We've only had one paid event the whole time in the past almost year.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, and the goal is just to make it accessible to everybody. You know, opportunities for people that maybe don't normally get to do fun things like go to a dance class or, you know, like go swimming at the dive spot. Like, you know, it's just a really cool, it's just the Mom Walk Collective as a, like the foundation. It's the goal is to make it accessible for every mom, every stage, every age.
That's wonderful. And you said you've had like up to how many people attend one of your most successful?
So about 30.
Okay.
There's definitely busier times of the year. Summer was a little hit or miss because everyone's traveling.
Yes.
Like the end of the spring was super busy. We had a Mother's Day Mom Walk at Redbud. We had like 5 or 6 sponsors. And but yeah, I'm really looking forward to February, March doing a 1-year anniversary
exciting.
walk and having a lot of sponsors for that. I'm still in the works, but I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's a cool thing. The moms here are so lovely and they just want to be together.
Yes.
That's all they want. And I love that.
And you've created this, you know, culture for the moms and the kids. Have you done anything or are there plans to do anything to incorporate whether the spouses for date night or something more, a girls' night out without the kids? Like, is that part of this or that's sub?
So in the summer, we did do a couple of events. Well, I wouldn't say events. They were very simply planned. But we did a mom's morning out twice. We'd go downtown to the farmer's market. We went to 7-in-1 bookstore. Then we would go to Majestic Coffee Shop. Yeah. And it was just a very laid back. I feel like moms don't need more set plans.
No, just
so I was like,
show
let's
up.
just go with it. Like,
Yes.
so we had like 10, 15 moms, I think, for each of those. And we just hung out. And it was cool. Majestic let us into their back room without even knowing we were coming. It was wonderful. Yeah, so the community loves to support moms. And I love that about Abilene.
They do. They
Yeah,
love
it
to
is a
support
great
moms.
place, and that quality time is just so good. You know, I know that I'm a better mom when I have a space. Well, exercise, that's one thing. Having moms to share things with, and then also other children to entertain my children.
Yeah.
Like those moments are so huge, and you know, just being more well-rounded in motherhood because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Best job, but
Yeah.
one of the hardest
Definitely.
jobs. So where do you see, obviously we're not quite to a year yet and you know that's on the horizon. Beyond that, I mean, where do you see, I mean, are you planning to be on the Mom Walk Collective for, you know, for the
while.
unforeseeable future? Is there an aging out phase for your children or, you know?
I hope so. I hope that I mean, obviously life changes happen and you don't expect them. But as long as I am able to muster up the, you know, energy and the joy to do it with the heart that's willing to, I never want to force something. And that's as long as I'm going to do it. And yeah, I don't see it going anywhere because I love it. Like it feels like another child to me. It's something that I put a
Aw,
lot
it
of
is your
my
baby.
time into and a lot of my my energy. Like I said, I'm introverted, so a lot of energy goes into having to like talk to people on the phone or, you know, do sponsorships or even getting to walk sometimes is hard, like is extremely difficult. But yes, but I'm so passionate about this that it's something that I hope I can do for a long time, even if it's not in the form of the mom walk, you know, like maybe once I do feel like my time has ended here, maybe we have to move somewhere. Like I hope that I can find something else in the same way that I'm passionate about to help like moms find their community.
And I know we did talk about, you know, you said it's for moms of all ages, all stages, but I know particularly yours are a lot of moms that with
children.
younger children and strollers and different things.
Their schedules are often
schedules
in line with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you did say you were going to do maybe some weekend stuff because I would love to join you. But of course,
Right,
I work and my kiddo's in school. So
Yeah, I definitely want to do better at making opportunities for moms with school-age kids. I do get homeschool kids, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Yes.
But usually right now, like the average age of a kid is like newborn to 5, 6,
preschool,
7.
Yeah.
And which is cool. But I would love to have families like moms who have more experience come
Share
out
some
because
wisdom, right?
because moms need moms. Moms need older moms to
Hold the babies. I will do it.
Yes.
speak encouragement to the younger moms.
Yes.
And
And the older children, when schedule allows, can often be like the mother's helper. And,
Yeah,
you
they
know,
do. They love to
big
help.
deal.
Absolutely, yeah. And the goal is to make more events like that. And I also think moms look at the Instagram sometimes and they're like, I think I'm like not
In
their
this-
kids. My kids aren't the same, like aren't the right age, and it's not true. Even so, my goal is to even moms who stay at home during the day who have school age kids, please come.
Yeah.
I had a mom do that yesterday at her walk. And she won a
Yay.
giveaway. She was like having a mom's morning out, and she was
Good
having
for
the best
her.
time. It's
Okay, sign me up.
the first and
I
foremost.
do have mornings.
It's about
Yeah.
moms, and the kids are just a beautiful like
Addition
Addition
to
to it,
yes.
and so yes, whatever stage of life, like if your kids are in school but you have a free day, please come talk to us. Like like I had a grandma bring her kids yesterday
So
too.
fun. That's so fun.
Yeah,
Yay.
and it was very cool. So but yeah, we do weekend stuff. I try to do at least one weekend event, and for moms who work,
Yeah.
or moms who have school kids. And
Yes.
I hope that more moms do start coming out that are more experienced and have older kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
You're doing an amazing job. It's so fun to see what you have on the Instagram, the Abilene Mom Walk Collective, because, you see all the fun that's being had. For me, it brings back nostalgia because my kids are 10 and 7, and I'm working most of the hours that you're doing that for now. But a weekend thing, like Stacey
would be
suggested,
fun.
would be
Yeah.
fun to attend and be part of because it is such a huge part of growing as a mom because, it's like I feel like a broken record, but
Yeah.
it is a challenging part of our lives, and it's fun to share it with other people
Yeah.
too. Even not even just the complaints or the challenges, but even the milestones that have been reached. Like it's exciting to first steps, first solid food, all those things that are happening for you more frequently since you've got littler ones than
Yes.
Stacey and I.
I know you just told us that your youngest just dropped the naps.
Oh yeah, that's
right.
a hard
Yeah.
It's hit or miss
chapter
right now.
Oh.
So
We will be
hopefully-
praying that she takes a nap.
Yes,
Please.
Thank you.
Mommy needs rest.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I think that's morphed into we're long gone for the naps, and I had
Levi does not nap.
yeah, it's so hard. My first, we definitely went with the car ride naps, like a lot of
Do you remember
gas
seeing your
and
videos of that?
Yeah.
My husband took more for the team on that one, thankfully. But that was hard. And then when it ended, I was like, no, we're so good at this now. Like, why is it over? So it's
And as I get older, there's other milestones.
yes,
Yeah.
I have one that-
always look forward to. Yeah.
Is driving.
yeah.
That's a whole nother
that's a whole-
milestone.
yes, I know.
All the milestones that you go through in motherhood.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, well, we wish you continued success in doing this. I mean, keep doing what you're doing,
Yes.
keep sharing. I think you had said you had plans to expand on social media to not just be
Yeah.
for the IG crowd
Maybe
because,
Facebook.
some people.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe the more experienced moms are less on Instagram than they are on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to move it over to Facebook to at least have my schedule there. Maybe not post a lot there, but have a
people
schedule.
know when and where you're
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Oh, we love it so much. Well, thank you, Kendall, for joining us, and we'll follow up with you in the
We
future.
are. We're gonna come- I'm gonna
and
come
see
join
what
you. I
cool
am.
things have been going on, and we'll share it with our viewers. So thanks for your time, and I hope that nap time holds on a little longer for
Yes,
your other.
too. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
We do want to say that we really are enjoying this journey of On Time for Mom Time, and we hope that you are too. Please feel free to send us our ideas to Stacey and I. You can find our information on bigcountryhomepage.com to email us or catch up with us on Facebook or Instagram. That way we can see more of what you want to hear. We do have a great guest that is planned for next week. A familiar name. I don't want to give too much away, but she makes a big splash and a big impression throughout Abilene. I don't know, Stacey, anything you want to add to
In the big
that
country.
guest? Yes,
She's very creative.
very
We'll tease her
creative.
a little bit.
Yes, and she's a mama of 3, so she's got a lot to say and a lot to cover. So you'll want to stay tuned weekly for On Time for Mom Time.
See you then.
That's going to do it for us for now, but we look forward to sharing more mom stories because every mama's story is worth telling. See you next time.